on the Hour, sponsored by Dell Small Business.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. Hanukkah is days away, Christmas right behind, but you'd never know it at the checkout counter. Retail sales fell sharply in November. Carol Phillips in Austin speaks for many.
I'm definitely doing couponing, Amazon deals, shopping local, and then obviously making my own stuff.
The Commerce Department says sales fell at furniture, electronics, home and garden stores as higher prices and interest rates forced shoppers to cut back. The number of people who applied for unemployment benefits fell again last week by 20,000. With the holidays coming and the weather getting cold, the Biden administration announced a new plan this morning to deal with a spike in COVID cases. First Bit of Business reports CBS's Cami McCormick.
More COVID-19 tests will be available. You can order through covidtest.gov. Personnel and equipment are also being put on standby should hospitals need them. The administration says it has been prepared for whatever the virus throws our way, and this moment is no different with the holidays approaching.
With kids getting chubbier, the CDC has decided to make adjustments to its body mass index chart. It released revised growth charts today, extending body mass indices from the top rate of 37, where they had stopped, to 60. So doctors will be able to better assess levels of obesity in children. On the heels of deadly twisters in the south, amid blizzard-like conditions in the Midwest and northern plains, come cold rain and snow from mid-Atlantic states up through New England. Meteorologist Stacey Abrams at the Weather Channel.
We're talking freezing rain on the roads. This could certainly cause some issues if you're doing any driving into Pennsylvania, also into portions of West Virginia. It then gets layered over with some snow.
At least 3 people were killed in those southern tornadoes. Cleanup has begun in communities torn apart by the severe weather. A new day of reckoning for a controversial Supreme Court ruling. Here's CBS's Jim Crisula.
The U.S. House has approved a measure that calls for removing the buster Roger Taney from the Capitol. The nation's 5th Chief Justice wrote the infamous 1857 Dred Scott decision that said African Americans were not citizens. The bust of Taney now sits inside the entrance to the old Supreme Court chamber.
Say so long to Superman. Well, one of them anyway.
My father believes if the world found out where it really was, they'd reject me.
Henry Cavill says new bosses at DC Studios are forcing him to hang up his red cape. The actor has written a letter to fans on Instagram explaining the changing of the guard isn't the easiest, but that's life. S&P futures are down 55. Dow futures off 374. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.